Good morning. It is February the 22nd, 2017. Time to kick off another trading day with our usual disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they are designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Whew. A mouthful. Got to keep the regulators happy. Otherwise, they wouldn't have anything to do. Part of the harassment program that everybody has to put up in every endeavor these days. Somebody's always looking over your shoulder. Okay, we're going to start off the day. The news overnight is really pretty limited. Supposedly the German Bund yields spiked because of the potential election of Le Pen in France and what that would do to the EU, etc. So the rally was capped in Europe. Asia rallied just like we did yesterday. The rally was capped in Europe, and those markets came off a little bit. And right now, last time I looked, the E-mini was down about 4 points. If the ES continues to sell today, and it could, markets don't go straight up, then I imagine treasuries will trade higher. That's the dynamic that we'll be watching. To move the paper, in if we're going to have a weak auction, the 5-year auction on paper is the one that will be the weakest. They can't take it straight up. They've got to work the prices up and down to get those people to buy. Now, there's not a lot of risk in 2, 5, and 7-year paper. So this stuff isn't as hard to move as 10 and 30-year paper. But what happens is that this issue has been trading for a week, when issued, and the dealers know where the bids are, and of course the dealers are the offer. So what they'll do, they'll bring it down to touch just the top of where the bid is to get them to pay up at least a tick. And then if they don't do it, the dealers will cover some shorts or buy upright. They'll take the cash price up. The bid increases by whatever it increases. They bring it back down +1. If they don't pay up right there, they take the price up, and the bid slowly notches higher throughout the day. But they have to have that up and down to create a market. So we're going to start off the day with a trading range approach. Sell 1 is 27 to 31. 3 to 7 is sell 2. On the buy side, 21 to 17, buy 1. And a lot of it just depends on what goes on in the E-mini. I'm going to put a question mark here at 24. Then 9 to 13 for buy 2. Today's news. Existing home sales, 5.575 million. Could come in a little bit lower because of higher interest rates. Although relatively speaking, they don't seem too high to me. And the FOMC minutes. Now, in the FOMC minutes, if they're rather hawkish without the better than expected economic news that we've had since this FOMC meeting, then that would pretty well cement in the minds that the interest rate increase is coming sooner rather than later. If they're somewhat dovish or neutral, then they'll push the interest rate increase, not in March, but towards the back end, towards the June. And right now, there's about a 70% expectation that interest rates will be raised in the second quarter, with most of it centering on the June month, which is the month they'd have to do it, and if they're going to raise it in the second quarter, right? There is some madness to their logic, so to speak. Always have to have some sort of reason. When you get into the world of governments and bureaucracies and politics, and that's why Trump is so feared, really, is that he's bringing a results or bottom line attitude or mentality to it. And everybody else, you just have to look pretty and talk nice and be eloquent and articulate, and everything will work out. Damn the bottom line. Okay, 28 to the buck, number 1. 3 to 7, sell 1. 11 to 15, sell 2. Again, it's going to be dependent upon the E-mini. We've got 20 to 16, number 1. And had the breakout from 9, so 9 to 13, buy 1. That's the breakout right there. And then we'll make it 01 to 29 for buy 2. I am always reminded of the French Revolution and Louis XIV. I believe I have the correct Roman numeral after his name. How nobody that was in the court or surrounding Louis XIV saw that coming. They didn't think that they would be touched. And that infamous phrase, "let them eat cake," still always comes to mind. And it's you just don't think it can happen to you. And I see that in D.C. right now. Things could be changing. They're going to fight it as much as they can. But things could be changing. Okay, now we've got resistance right here at 40. And we're here. So 40 to 42 maybe stops above the overnight high. Sell 1. 44, 46, sell 2. Market's trying to trade up right now. We are at resistance. And if treasuries sell off the bat, if they can't get to 124.28, we should see gold come down. So we'll make 33.35 buy 1, and then 29.31 buy 2. Okay, the euro was off last night. The yen was up quite a bit. And we like the euro to the short side. Stops below 105 is what we keep thinking we're going to get. We haven't gotten there yet. So, stops below 105, buy 1. 105, 475. Buy 2. On the sell side, we've got a very clean break up here at 30. Have this low at 26, so 25 to 35, sell 1. And 50 to 60, sell 2. Just leaning against support and resistance. Okay, crude oil down a little bit lower from last night. We wanted to sell 50s to 75s last night. What was the high? It was 60. That was a pretty darn good call. And so here we are at 54. So we are pointed lower. Selling started in Frankfurt. We'll play for a little bit lower. So 50 to 75 takes us down into this area. Allows them to get stops beneath that low. Buy 1. 53 even, 53 and a quarter, buy 2. On the sell side, 54 and a quarter, 54.50, and frankly, it may take a 54 to get in. So Cell 1. We'll put a 54 question mark at 54. And then 54.75, 55 cell 2. So right now it looks like it's going to try to trade lower. And sometimes they give us a little rally on the day session opening before they hit the bids. Okay, well, the EA Mini rally today, we don't have a lot of news, not a lot going on. I'm going to go back and we look at the F1 screen. Have the breakout from 52 and we're at 56, so probably some reasonable support at 23.50. I think we're going to go a little bit lower. If we break that, then it's the 35 to 40 area, and we have some volume at 43. So I'm guessing there's pretty good support 45 to 50. That's an informed guess, of course. And we'll play for a 50-52 buy. And then 45-47 for buy 2. Why would I like the short side better off the bat? On the sell side, 58 to 60. 63.65 for sell 2. Existing home sales, 5.575 million. FOMC minutes. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be with you as soon as possible.